think your 9 to 5 office job is bad? Sitting in a chair, filling out spreadsheets, dealing with an annoying boss? Well, brace yourself because you are about to feel incredibly lucky. Throughout history, humans had to do things for money that would literally give you nightmares today. Imagine a job where you have to collect human poop with your bare hands, or stick your head into a cloud of deadly chemical poison just to make a fashion statement. Today, we are breaking down the top 3 most horrifying, disgusting, and downright deadly jobs that people actually got paid to do in the past. Trust me, by the end of this video, you will want to kiss your current boss. Let's dive into history. First up, let's travel back to medieval London. Meet the gong scourer, or as we like to call them today, the official human waste collectors. Back then, there were no flushing toilets. Instead, people used public cesspits, which were basically massive deep holes in the ground where everyone's poop accumulated for months. When these pits got full, someone had to clean them. And because the smell was so toxic it could literally suffocate a human, gong scourers were legally only allowed to work deep in the middle of the night, between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. They would climb deep inside these dark pits, neck deep in human waste, shoveling it out into big wooden buckets. The pay was actually decent because the job was so hazardous, but many of them died simply from breathing in the deadly methane gas trapped inside. Talk about a crappy shift. If you thought cleaning poop was bad, this next job will give you literal chills. In the 1800s, medical schools in the UK and USA were booming, and doctors desperately needed human bodies to study anatomy. The problem? It was highly illegal to dissect anyone who wasn't an executed criminal. Since there weren't enough criminals, a new dark underground market emerged, the resurrectionists. These were professional grave robbers. In the dead of night, they would sneak into local graveyards with shovels and ropes. They would dig up a freshly buried coffin, crack it open, tie a rope around the corpse's neck, and drag it out of the ground. They would then pack the cold body into a sack and sell it to medical universities through the back door for a massive payout. Families got so terrified of their loved ones being stolen that they started building iron cages, called mortsafes, over graves just to protect the dead. Finally, let's look at the medical field itself. In the 19th century, doctors believed in a concept called bloodletting. The idea that if you were sick, you just had too much blood, and draining it would cure you. To do this naturally, they needed millions of leeches. Enter the leech collectors. This job was mostly done by poor, desperate women. How did they catch the leeches? Simple. They used their own bodies as live bait. These women would walk barefoot into dirty, stagnant marshes and swamps, intentionally letting hundreds of blood-sucking leeches attach to their legs and feet. Once their legs were completely covered and heavy with bloated, blood-filled leeches, they would walk back to dry land, scrape them off, pack them into jars, and sell them to pharmacies. Unsurprisingly, most leech collectors suffered from extreme, permanent blood loss and caught deadly infections from the dirty swamp water. So, the next time your alarm goes off on a Monday morning and you really don't want to go to work, just remember, at least you aren't wading through medieval poop, digging up corpses, or letting swamp monsters drain your blood for a few coins. Which of these 3 historical jobs do you think was the absolute worst? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this dark dip into history, hit that like button, share this video, and make sure to subscribe to Chronicle Stick for more crazy stories. See you in the next Chronicle.